you doing, Panzer? He wants to know what's in it too. Well, ain't that pretty? Woo-wee. Dang, what a piece of jewelry that is. My. Put you guys down here. All right, so we have this beautiful flathead Ford. Oh, let's see. So this is a new flathead from H&H Flatheads out of California, and it was built for that woody wagon, or that woody wagon that you guys saw previously on my channel. Oh, good, this isn't stuck to it. Wow, that's pretty. Look at that. I mean, everything. Brand new. It's already been run in, ready to go. It's got the clutch, everything. I think the starter's in another box coming. He got a bunch of stuff. Keith, the guy with the Packard, this is for his, what was that, 35, 36, whatever it was. I think it's one of the two. With the 60 horsepower in it. Well, that thing's kind of hurt, so he upgraded to, this is a larger cube. I don't know exactly. He told me what it was. I'll have to look it up. It has been broken in. Huh, this is a 12 volt setup on this. Uh-oh. So this is one of those Proform generator but alternators. Wow. I believe that's electronic ignition. I mean, everything's brand new, even the clutch, you name it. We're probably gonna run a electric pump and not a mechanical, but there's a bunch of stuff that came separately shipped to him, so we shall see. A dipstick, there's some other stuff. So yeah, this is going to be a fun one. I've never done a flathead R&R, but I think this is going to be pretty good. All right, so this is one of those Power Master Power Gens. Yeah, cool. It's a 12 volt generator. It's not, I mean, a 12 volt alternator. So I have seen these things. They're pretty neat. So it keeps the originality. I'm looking for the specs of the engine. I'm not seeing anything here. Maybe he might have it, but let me dig in through this. So the distributor is a Stromberg E-Fire. I'm going to open this up in a little bit, but Test Advance and Spark by Carl, 22425. So this is probably an electronic ignition. Yeah, I'm gonna have to open this up and take a look at it. And the Stromberg was still around. That's pretty cool. So yeah, looks like it's got a billet, or the crank pulley on this one looks like it's billet, or some kind of cast aluminum machined. Yeah, this is interesting. New 97 carburetor, everything. Wow, this is going to be a fun job. We got a couple other things to do before we jump into this, and we have that nor'easter coming, so we're not going to start on this yet. So I'm just going to tuck this away for the next, I would say, 2 weeks or so, and then I'm going to do some research and make sure we have what we need, because I know some things change from the 60 horsepower to go to this. So this ought to be very, very interesting. R&R. And that's not rest and relaxation either. Alright, so it just squeezes into my front shop until I get this thing, get the old engine out and clean up, do any painting or replacing and buying some parts. Then we'll get that back down back. I have another project coming in. Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now, and I think that's gonna be, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. As you see, the 66 Ford F350 is at the shop. So the owner, Johnny, he's going to order some stuff for this, but we have to pull the wheels off, find out what wheel cylinders in it, that whole thing. If you haven't watched my other channel, we kind of went over that. So during the week he bought a set of wheels and tires. These are actually from a 63. I think somebody powder coated them. They're really, really clean. And there's these 16 ply rated, H-rated tires, and they are a 215 75 17.5. These things are like rocks, but they're brand new. I think he got them all 4 wheels and tires for like 250 bucks, which is a steal. I kind of like the look. It just needs those bottle cap hubcaps, but these aren't good if you go off road a little bit. They'll just pack up with mud. Maybe take 2 off and put some luggers on it. I thought that was rust. Yeah, it is a little bit of rust. Yeah, 3 of 63. There's the date code right there. And I don't know who did the wheels. Probably I can't think of the name. They did all the wheels for most of the manufacturers. So we're gonna get this off the trail. We got a nor'easter rain crap coming, so we're working in between the raindrops. I'm gonna get this unloaded. It does not run. Well, it runs, but it doesn't drive. The clutch is disconnected and the back window is out of it. So if I don't get it in the shop and make room, I gotta cover this with a tarp and wait until all this weather passes us by. But you know me, I'm always chomping at the bit to get things done and to make things work and get things going. And I know Johnny wants to drive this truck. I mean, you know, it's not a hurry. It's not like it's got to be on the road tomorrow. But we want to make a list of all the stuff we're going to buy for it. He's going to buy for it, not we were. But I'm going to help him make the list. So I can't throw my F100 out in the rain. None of these can go outside. But this can go outside if I put a tarp on it. And I'm waiting for cab corners and A-pillar, lower A-pillars. So I'm going to say we'll put this on the forklift, scooch this outside and bring the truck in. And maybe we'll pop that back window in. And we got a front window seal. He got door seals already and a couple of things, small stuff. So he just wants some help figuring out what we're going to need to make this roadworthy again. So Rock Auto is going to be our friend. Dennis Carpenter Ford Parts, Restoration Ford Parts, going to be our friends. You know, a lot of them, you know, it's a good deal. So let me grab and jump on the machine with the forks. I guess I'm going to have to get this out of here if I want to play today. It's supposed to start raining sometime this afternoon, Sunday and Monday and possibly Tuesday. So yeah, we already got some rain this morning and wasn't expecting that. Got caught with my pants down. Not literally either. So all right, so I'll get back to you when we get some of this stuff moved. Get one shot at this. I don't want to pull it back out and start all over. Perfect timing. Perfect timing because it's just starting to rain now at a little after 1 o'clock because they said somewhere in the afternoon it was going to rain. Well, it's starting. Even though it already rained once or twice, but we need it, but not a nor'easter. So it's in here. It's going to stay dry. It's in good hands. It's in my hands. Excellent. Oh, 352 FE land. This needs to be a 428. Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah. So I'm gonna set this thing up on the lift and I guess start pulling wheels. I think what I'm gonna do, being it's Johnny's truck, and he's kind of on a learning curve, I'll give him a call, tell him come on over, and we're gonna have to school you some. You got a lot to learn with the old Fords. You gotta know what to do when they don't run. Yeah. Now these are all dependable old trucks. These new things with all the electronic heated seats and heated steering wheels, heated this, heated that. You know, the only thing it doesn't do is and yeah, it doesn't do a lot of stuff for you, but it does more crap. You know, backup cameras, sensors, all that garbage. You see that stuff ever working in 10 years? Half of it would be junk, and nobody can afford to replace it. This will still be around. All the new stuff won't be around when at this thing's age. So, let me go give him a shout. And I'll get this thing set up on the lift and get the compressor ready and the impact done, and let's play how to fix your Ford. All right, son.
Come on.
You're late for school.
I know. I was trying to get back.
All right, so Johnny's here working on his truck. We're gonna pull the radiator out and all the hoses, water pump. Oh yeah, good thing I put the pan under it. There goes the antifreeze. There you go. There you go. And pull the water pump off. What else are we gonna pull off? Hoses, thermostat housing, water neck, just all the stuff that needs to be changed out. So yeah, there is antifreeze in there. Wow. So we'll get a rock auto order going. I'll pull the carburetor off, put some heater hoses on this thing, and we'll be busy. Yeah, we're having fun getting the lower petrified hose out of this thing and all the clamps that don't want to come out.
Yeah, they're buried in there.
The radiator bolts came out like they were just put in yesterday. It was neat. Yeah, those things, watch yourself. You cut yourself easy on them things. Yeah, now, I have a pick. I have a pick to get behind that hose. So. All right, so this radiator support is a little bit hurt. This has got some weird spring tension. It's actually got springs down in there for the radiator support mounts, but she's a little missing.
That's gonna be interesting getting out.
Yeah, hopefully we can get a radiator support. So 63 and 4 should work for this. I'm just gonna have to verify through some of the forums and maybe calling Dennis Carpenter. They should have one. Somebody's got to have one for this. I can't see there being a difference, but you never know.
Was there supposed to be a full piece across the bottom here?
Maybe, yeah, because I mean, look at this right here. It's just the trough, all the junk lays in there and they rot out, and the water lays in there and they rot out. So
it almost might be worth just cutting that out with a saw. The middle, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, there's already holes in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right off.
Yep. OE.
Or we got another one underneath.
Yeah, there's one underneath and 2 more on the other side.
Yeah, I wish I had one of these.
Yeah, they work good.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody on YouTube guilted me into buying it. Why don't you get with electric stuff? Stop that air stuff. Get with the times. And I'm like, yeah, I went to Harbor Freight one day, and next thing you know, I come home with all that and batteries. I'm like, man, where have I been? Living under a rock somewhere.
Right. Yeah, I got a Harbor Freight credit card, and then you go and buy a plasma cutter, a whole big giant, like, what was that Volcom cart to hold all.
Yeah.
Put up there, they were like over $1,000 worth of stuff.
Oh yeah. All right, you're gonna get some water. Oh shit! Gotta get the can underneath it. I forgot about that. Oopsie.
We got it.
It's in the block. We're gonna flush that out anyway. See the trash in there. That's terrible.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Wow.
Blow tip like we did last time.
That intake manifold literally is like 90 pounds. Yeah.
Oh, this top piece, yeah.
Yeah, I lugged a 4-barrel one across Englishtown Swap Meet, and I swear I wasn't gonna make it to my car.
Yeah,
the aluminum
heavy.
one is probably a quarter of that.
This thing is heavy.
Yeah, they're very heavy. Now let me get you a.
Sled.
Yeah, they're heavy, but they make the torque. That's all they're for. All right, so.
You need a
grab the water pump and just give it a hit on the end, and it should come right off. There you go.
Oh,
see?
barely anything.
See? Sometimes they stick really good, so.
Look at that.
Wow, look at that. Oh, wow, we're gonna definitely have to flush this block out.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Yep, we'll just stick the hose or a power washer in there outside, and we'll flush that thing out, make sure all the...
Looks like a porta-john in there. That's what it looks like.
Okay, now it makes everything easier to get to.
Scrap.
Put it in the back of the truck for now. Yeah, look at that. Even inside the bypass is just totally screwed. So, man, that's disgusting. All right, so I guess next, I don't know if we're gonna get this fuel line off without twisting it off. I have to take it off there and take it off there. It's probably actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. You can cut it off. I'm gonna make a new one because that's in bad shape. It's pretty pitted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd rather see nice new shiny one on there with no pits on it and fresh new fittings because they're just going to round off as soon as you put a wrench on.
Go like weirdly.
No.
It can come straight up off of it, right?
Yeah, you can go around it. Yeah, so let me get some tools here.
Cake.
Luckily it came out of the carburetor, so.
How's it going on? I have to put all these other bolts that we're taking out back.
Yeah, just stick them back in the holes, or you can bag and tag them, one of the two. Usually just put them back in there.
Bag and tag.
Bag and tag. Now just give it a little whack and that thing should come off. I have a little, there you go. And then you'll have to weave it out of between the wires, that's all. It's got a long arm on it, goes to the camshaft.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, man, look at that thing. Look how clean it is in there. Holy crap. Maggie, go lay down. Oh, she's trying to tell me it's dinner time. Is it dinner time? What do you want, num-nums? Yeah, you do. Okay. It is our dinner time. Wow, look at that thing. It's look at the blue spring. I can't wait to pull the valve cover off this thing and see what it looks like in there.
Yep.
There you go. So throw that in the back of the truck for now.
That thing probably smells pretty.
Oh, I would not open that up inside somebody's shop unless you were getting even with somebody. Oh God, no! They don't make. Yeah, no. All right, so that's pretty much that for that. I'm gonna do this. Hold on. Here. I'm gonna keep the trash out of here by throwing that in here. And that don't matter. We're gonna blow all that out. We'll get it outside and put a power wash in there. I'm just watching the dogs around this antifreeze. That's all. Yeah. Soak it up, and then we'll clean it up. That is in bad shape. Now this is 2-piece. You got your main bolt, and you have two 3/8/16 ones that got to come off. So we'll have to break them free in an impact gun for this, and we're gonna get that off. This should come right off, hopefully.
Is it just, you have to use a puller on or no?
Shouldn't have to. You should be able to tap it from the back, and this spacer is going to stay. It's actually the spacer between here and that goes into the seal. That'll stay, and the pulley will be the only thing that comes up.
Right.
So let me see what we can do with that. All right, so the carburetor's off, and most of the front of the engine's off. Now he's taking off the, wow, that's one crazy master cylinder. Wow. Look at that tube and that spring on there. I hope we can figure. Well, the push rod just goes in there. We got to vacuum that out. We know that was good because it wouldn't idle right if that was leaking. So, well, plane's going over low around here.
Should we open that up maybe?
Yeah, we could. We'll put it in a vise, but we're going to have to keep this just in case. But you want to put a dual pot on here. Yeah. So we're going to put a split system on here. That shouldn't be an issue, but all the brake lines are getting replaced in this thing. So we'll buy a roll of that nickel cadmium, whatever, here, bring it over here. The nickel copper or whatever that is. I like that stuff. Some people don't. So you can buy it by the roll like that from off Amazon, but we got to figure out what size it is. It's probably going to be 2 different sizes. So
bend that.
Yeah. Bend that out of the way and clamp that in there, and that's 7/16. You're really hands-on here. You're gonna learn something, huh, son?
I know some stuff.
Oh, I know you do, but it's good to learn something different once in a while, you know. You get this, you know, you learn like your truck, your 55, and now you're learning Fords. Brands don't mean nothing to me. I mean, they're basically the same. It's just designed different, and you learn them after a while. And the next time you do it again, or you see it and go, "Hey, yeah, I did it this way. Do it that way." So I hope we don't have a problem trying to find a dual pot that fits that master or that brake booster. If not, yeah, she's a little rusty down in there. Yep. Well, hold on to that anyway in case we can't do something with it. Worst comes to worst, we can do an aftermarket brake booster.
Yeah,
so we just got to know the bolt pattern on the backside because they make a lot of that stuff. So, because like this truck here, that's a factory booster. We found that in a junkyard.
Oh yeah.
And we just put a master on it, but made a big difference with four-wheel drum.
Is that a split?
That's not a split. That's the Widowmaker, like that, but just smaller. So, yeah, we die like men, you know. Drum brakes. We love drum brakes. Junkyard Digs will tell you that. We love drum brakes. They even got a shirt. I don't get that. It says I love drum brakes. And I do. I like drum brakes. People are like, get rid of them stupid things.
Should we take that out?
Yeah, I would leave that on there for now. And I'm gonna put another put those nuts on there and put a blue towel in there to keep the critters out.
I wonder how you push on the brake now. If it's
I wouldn't do that.
No?
Because you might push too far past it, and I don't want to rupture that diaphragm in there if you went too far. Yeah, that's old, so.
If we just get a new one of these, I don't know what the, like you said, the bolt
well, like I say, the bolt pattern, I don't know what they are on these, so if it's something standard,
right?
I don't know. Yeah, throw that, put all the bolts back in the holes, and this way I have no problem. I'm surprised the alternator and the regulator worked. Usually they lose polarity from sitting for years, and you got to re-energize them. I think we're done in here. That washer bag still holds water. I can't believe it. It still squirts.
Yeah, right.
Until we get those other ones. Yeah, because it needs these other ones, and they're really, it's like 16th. It's 16th, but it goes to like 8th to 16th, and it's weird.
Maybe you gotta get small and just wedge them on that.
Yeah, probably. I don't. That's the smallest I have. Actually, it's falling off. I didn't get it all the way on there. I gotta push it on there farther, and you're trying to push it without breaking that T.
It is funny though that it worked.
Yeah.
That line was actually fine, I guess, huh?
Yeah, that was the one going to the pump.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get, my line on that was fatter.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get it back to the factory thing, so I just put a couple ties in there.
Right.
If it wasn't so big in diameter, it wouldn't have been an issue. But I had a whole roll of it. So yeah, we're gonna have to definitely, wow, that side over there is really bad. Woo-hoo. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do some research, some forum stuff. What's that? What is this? Here, turn that light over here. There's a tag over here. What is this? It says, it's upside down. Oh, it just came off. It says, use of this terminal for other than radio suppression will cause electrical system failure. Huh, pretty cool. So that's that yellow thing. Don't use it for anything besides radio stuff. All right, so we're taking off the wheels now. We're gonna pull some drums and see what we're gonna need for brakes, and then set our eyes on whatever's clean up some of this antifreeze where the dogs find it. Because you know how dogs are curious.
These are heavy.
They are very heavy. I don't know what's heavier, the rim or the tire.
I think it's a tire.
I think it's a tire. 16 ply tires.
Yeah.
So those are beasts, man.
I got like almost 3/4 tread.
They're brand new. They're probably more than, I'm gonna say they're brand new. They still have the little nipples on them or whatever. Hi, you two. All right. So we got the drums off the front, and there's the original long strand grease that used to be in here. Yeah, that's the original stuff. They don't put much in there, that's for sure. So we're gonna clean all those out, repack the bearings, put a new inner seal in. We'll order that, and this has a single bore wheel cylinder, so we got to find the bore size on this, and then we're going to get new hoses. The brakes they're originals. They're not rust jacked or nothing, and they're really thick, so we're going to clean all this up and oil up the adjuster and put all new stuff in here. So we're gonna pull the backs off next. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully I don't have to pull the axle, but I think I do on the back. The later ones you can just pull those screws off them and pop the drum off, but I think we're gonna have to pull the axles. And hopefully I can get the axle out of the other side and don't hit the wall.
Or should I leave these off?
Yeah, you can leave them off. Stick them in the bed for now. Right. Those, yeah, I'm gonna have to pull the axle to get those out. Son of a gun.
Greasy.
Yeah, I have a leaky. All right, so all the nuts and washers are off this. So to get these out, I wish this was the later one with the, where you can just pull the drum off. So look, there's still a part number right there. You can just barely read it. It's, what do you call it? One of them ink deals. Unless this has, does it have? Oh yeah. See that wedge right there?
Yeah.
That wedge with the split in it keeps the rot. Keeps this. The problem is with them, when you whack these things, you got to loosen all these up, and those can be a pain in the ass to get out. And you don't want to pry behind here because you end up messing this. There's a steel gasket in here, and
what about knocking the edge of it?
I could probably do that. I just got to get these loose, and because they're in there, and when they wedge them in there, they tighten up. Oh, so that's the hard part. So that's basically what it looks like, and that's what they do. So this is going to be a fiasco, I think. So all right, so the student here is taking out the wedges, because I'm like, why am I working on this? Wait a minute.
I'm trying to finesse them a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes that's what you got to do. They've been in there since 1966. So yeah, oh yeah, hear the difference in that?
Oh yeah,
it just moved. It just popped.
That one did. I seen it come right out.
Yeah, I saw it move. You can hear the difference in it. It's got the hollow sound compared to it did before. She'll go. Yeah, the tractor trailer ones are a pain. I mean, you'll be beating on them with a sledgehammer, or literally a long sledgehammer. Yeah, watch, don't hit the studs, please.
Yeah.
And you hit them things, man, they just let this big ring out and a pop. And they go. I don't miss that work, towing tractor trailer or towing any kind of box trucks.
Right.
Yeah, that's almost out too.
Yeah, that one was pretty.
Let's see, hold on.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at that. See, that's all you gotta do is use your fingers.
I got 3 out.
That one will probably come out. Looks loose.
You think?
Yeah, spin it around if you have to. The drum is free.
Jar them up.
Yeah, that's what it is. And then the dog says, let me help. I'll lick them out. Panzer, really? That one, yeah, they look like Panzer.
Watch out there.
Hey, sit down. He's a lap dog.
Yeah.
115-pound lap dog. Or, well, no, 110. Something like that.
Come on, you gotta lick it out.
Come on, Panzer. Let's go. Out. What? Yeah, he's become daddy's little boy.
Come on.
Somebody got some friends.
Yeah.
Maggie likes you. Maggie's just like your dog. She's just a love bug. Come on, you two.
A lot bigger.
Come on.
Come on. Go over there.
Let's go.
This seems a little tight. This one.
One more to go.
This whole.
There you go. There we go. All right. So there you go. Now grab that and walk that whole axle out of there. There you go. That's called a full floating axle.
Swing.
Swing. Look at the splines on that. Woo! That's race car stuff right there, son. Oh yeah, look at that. All factory stuff, man.
Where are we putting this?
Well, no, wait for my Chevelle and don't fall and take my paint job out.
Yeah, right.
Man, look at that thing. That thing's got some beef to it. For now, we'll just put it over here. Starting to rain again.
Yeah.
All right, so the fun part is,
Where do we put all these?
I'll put them in a bag or something so we don't lose them. So the next part is there should be tabs in here. I gotta get a light. You bend these tabs over and you gotta get a, well, if you don't have the hub nut, use a chisel and walk them out. And then there's the plate behind it with the tabs that you bent back, then another jam nut, and then there's another locking ring, and then once you take all that off, the bearing comes out and the whole drum comes off.
The whole thing.
Correct. So let me go grab some tools and a light. All right, so you bend the tabs over. There should be 2 tabs, usually 90 degrees from each other, and then well, if you have a hub nut, hub socket, you can take these nuts off, or you use a hammer and a chisel. So, and it doesn't take much. It's basically preload, and they use them like a jam nut. There's 2 of these in here, and it's very slow to turn because the oil is like 90 weight gear oil, and it's colder. So, yep. So that's one. Put that there. Now this plate should come out of here, hopefully. That'll probably prove me wrong this time. Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, oh, there it goes. It's just been in here for so long. It's on a keyway too, so.
Yeah, I see that. There you go.
And plus they're bent over, and there you go. Look, it's just like hanging on there on the grease.
Right.
And then there's one behind here, another nut, and this one should come right off. I don't think I have the hub nut for this, but I can go check, or a hub socket. So. All right, so the nuts are out of it. These nuts, like you would say. And this is the fun part, because it's heavy.
Yeah.
And if the drums are, they're dragging on, you might have to back off the brakes to get them off, but you gotta watch your fingers. You will lose a finger or end up with a what do you call it, blister? Very easily. And you don't want to, whoa, there goes the bearing. There's the outer bearing. See now, these are bathed in gear oil. Do not pack these with grease.
Yeah.
If anything, soak them in gear oil, then put them in, because this whole chamber in here is grease. I mean, is gear oil, not grease. And then you got to be careful. Don't drag it across the threads. Try to pick it up like that, because if you drag it across these threads in here, you'll tear this all up.
They're pretty clean though. I mean,
No, they're thick. They're the original ones. Still got the color code on them. So we're gonna change these because they're hard as a rock. This is a dual, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I just got to know the bore size on it. Shoot, if I tip this, well, there's no fluid in it. No, there's no fluid in it because it's probably low.
Yeah.
So let me get the camera up here. So what happens is the gear oil feeds from inside the tube, and it comes out and it runs into the bearings in there. So we're going to need outer seal. See how this is all wet? That means the outer seal is shot. So, and it's been sitting a while. These are hard as a rock, I'm sure. They're not going to seal. You're going to top that off. These brakes will become contaminated with gear oil. Being it was sitting, it just kind of ran out the side. And so we're going to have to get a seal for that, seal for the front, and these wheel cylinders, and the main rubber brake line going to the rear. So I got to get a bore size on those, and I think we're good. Worst comes to worst, I'll have to get there's a part number on those seals. If it's Timken, not Timken, whoever, National, whoever should have a seal number on there, and you just cross-reference it on Rock Auto or something. And usually they have a cross-reference number, but this looks to be all original stuff.
Oh yeah.
So we'll just have to wipe this all down, because I mean, it's like grease.
Yeah.
It's so old and thick. So all right. Yeah, let me see what a bore size on this, unless they have a part. Sometimes you can get a part number off these housings on these. They're casted in here, Wagner or whoever, Ford, and you can cross-reference them online, but I don't think so.
I couldn't find one.
Dorman would probably make that oil pan.
Yeah.
Because that's where you get all the replacement stuff from. So, yeah, it's pretty rusty, and it's probably going to be thin in a couple spots just from sitting.
Look at it from this side.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely what'll happen. Oh, that's antifreeze. I was gonna say, because right where the rust is, where they come through. Look at that starter. That thing's pretty rough. Oh, this takes. Look, see the freeze plugs in this thing?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna put freeze plugs in this thing.
3 of them?
Yeah, there's 3 on this side and 3 on this side, and I guarantee they're paper thin.
What do you just punch in on?
Yeah, you punch them in, and then you just clean them up, clean the holes up, put a little silicone around them, and drive the new one in. So, actually, is that antifreeze or oil?
No,
that's antifreeze. So, wow, look at the floors in this thing. They're freaking perfect. Wow, I mean, that looks like fiberglass. That's the original red oxide primer it came with.
Right.
Look at this thing. It's just unbelievable. There's your drum. That's your brakes for your emergency brake. There's your
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just mechanical.
This
is a
little bit.
Yeah, they do. They seep. We'll check the level. This is a 435.
We gotta find that spring up in there.
Yeah, here it is. It's right here. Right there. See, the end's broke.
Oh yeah.
That's what's wrong. I got springs, but that's what made this fall off.
That rod?
Yeah, that rod. So I probably gonna have to take this off, because I can't. I wouldn't be surprised if this clutch is if it was stuck, I wouldn't be able to drive it. I don't know. A lot of times the clutch, the disc sticks to the flywheel, rust to it, and you put the clutch in, and the truck it'll move, but you can't put it in gear. So Here's all your brake lines. I mean, these things are trashed. You no way. You would step on the pedal and you'd be replacing every foot of every brake line. Well, look at this crazy thing where the brake light switch is.
That's what it is?
It's a junction. That's a brake light switch. Instead of putting them on the master cylinder like they did in the 1/2 and 3/4 tons, that's where they put them. There's some crap in here laying there, but that's all your harness. But all these lines, we'll make all new ones. Man, look how long this thing is. Jesus Lord. And we'll get, I just ordered one of these for my truck. I bet you the F100's the same, but we'll make sure. We'll get all new rubber lines. This is a Dana 70, they call it.
Look at the bottom of the bed, it's pretty.
I know, it's so beautiful. Yeah, it's like, and the little pieces of wood they put in between it are just perfect. I mean, the threads are okay on
Barely
it.
sitting on here.
No, yeah, you don't look at that. No, that's fine. As long as you don't rock it, you're good.
Yeah, I would still adjust that.
So, oh puppy, look at this. I had this problem with my F100. It kept pushing oil out the seals in the drums. Well, there's a vent right here with a little tiny orifice in that thing, and I had on my other video. Well, look what's inside of there, a mud dauber nest.
Right.
So when you go down the road, it'll start pushing oil out the seals. That's probably what might have happened before. That's probably why that was, you know, those seals look like they were bad, but that's definitely bad.
That's where I hit it.
Yeah, but you could go like this. Once you get them, you start pulling on these, they'll just disintegrate in your hands. So this definitely is a 488 truck. I decoded that tag, so look at this thing. It's so freaking spotless. Unbelievable. Jeez. My Lord. That muffler, that's great. There's like mouse houses to the next baffle. All the way inside there, there's nuts and stuff. This is like a condominium, a mouse dominium or something.
Is that why it's so quiet?
Quiet. There's mud daubers on it. There's rot holes. These are the worst flowing mufflers you can put on something. Yeah, they're very, very, very restrictive. Yeah, lots of brake lines to change here. Exhaust down to the muffler is all good. Right. And it's welded on. So look at this. Factory welded.
Oh, wow.
Factory welded. So this muffler probably says Ford on it somewhere. It's probably going to have a Ford part number on it. Maybe not. But, that is factory welded. Yeah, I'd cut it up as short as possible and put something else in here, but yeah. Trying to look for usually Ford puts a part number on everything. So, yeah. Pretty cool. And this is called the high hump. Four-wheel drives had these. These are removable to get the transmissions. Some of them aren't removable, some are. But the four-wheel drives, and I guess this one has the high hump in it. They actually sell this piece. They sell them highs and lows. GM too. I found them on the interwebs.
Nice.
The springs all look good here. The transmission mounts still look good. Yeah, order an oil pan. I think Rock Auto may have them, and they're going to come from Dorman because I've ordered. My Cummins pan came from there, and the 350 pan that I ordered for them. What's that?
They had a gasket on Rock Auto, but no pan.
No pan?
No.
Really? Okay. So that's where we're at with the front of this. I was surprised. It's
on these lines, I guess, too. These.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you're not getting those bleeders right there on that wheel cylinder are not going to come undone to bleed these brakes. So these things are done. Yeah. I'm sure the kingpins are tight. I didn't check the front end, but I'm sure they are. We'll put some new shocks in the front. So, hey guys, it's the next day on the 66 F350. So I did a little Rock Auto list yesterday and submitted it to Johnny. He's going to get all the brake stuff ordered, and everything's pretty much listed. They do have the wheel cylinders. They're 1.25" bore. The backs are 1.25" bore with the 2 pistons. I gotta do a cross reference on the inner seals for the drums all the way around because I'm not sure they list a bunch of different inside outside diameters. So either that or I'll have to measure them up. I found an oil pan for it. All the brake hoses. Just a radiator fan, water pump, fuel pump, carburetor kit. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna do that today. It's nor'easter day, so I'm probably gonna go in the front shop, take that other carburetor apart if I can find room, put that in a soak tank because it'll probably be close to a week before we see the parts. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But there's plenty to do on this thing. I'm still trying to research a front radiator support. Now I don't know if these are different from 64 to 66 because of the rounded wheel wells inside. I don't know. I don't think there is. I think there's in the 64, 65, 66 with the squared off inner wells. I think there's a little metal piece they bolt in there to set them on. These are the rounded style, so it's probably going to be a little different. We're just going to go over it. Maybe I'll lop the muffler off. The rest of the exhaust looks good. Just go through it. Get the once over. So that's what the plan is this week, and I'll show you. Basically, I've cleaned out all the brakes. So I got to get the other side apart, and I'll show you how nice it is. All right, so yep, the dogs are up. It's like 7:30 in the morning. I was out here at 6:30. I'm storm prepping. So these are all the original brakes. I mean, look at the gasket in here for this. It's like brand new. I mean, this, all the bolts, there's the original, all the CAD platings on everything. You know, these are still, this thing is really clean. So we're just going to reuse the brakes and hardware since there's no go. Might have to free these. Yeah, we're going to have to free the star wheels up. I ordered those. The hardware kits are going to be good. So, of course, all the brake lines, they're a little sketchy. We're going to replace all those. What else are we going to do? Just general stuff. Oh, I ordered a heater core for this because we're going to take out that heater core. It's full of mouse stuff. And plus, if the old one decides, there was some corrosion, if it decides to leave the chat in the truck, it doesn't leave it on the floor. Just put a new one, because breathing in all that mouse dropping stuff, even if you get it clean, the residual can make you sick. And nobody wants to breathe that. So, still looking for this balancer for this engine. Now, I found one on Amazon. Alright, so this is the two-piece truck one. I gotta find this. Now, I know this outer one is not gonna be available, maybe used. Okay, so what happened is, look at the pulley on this thing. It's just all rust jacked. There's still rubber belt stuck in there, so this is gonna just shred belts, and so is this. So this is no good. This, they listed on Amazon for Galaxy for 203 bucks. I can't see paying 203 bucks for something. I'm wondering if Dorman carries that, so I'm looking around. This will probably have, like I say, I could run a single belt on that, but since it came with dual belts, I think we're just gonna run it, you know? There was a reason behind it, you know? What are you doing there, pain in the butt? Stop digging around and stuff. A little brat. Oh, yeah, I forgot to add to my list, front shocks. So we'll get rid of these. These are the original ones, but they're probably just no good. What are you digging for? This little brat. Hey. Oh, he wants to eat the box, tear the box up. No, you can't. And there's no cookies. What? You want cookies? No cookies. Later. You guys just ate. Jeez. Alright, we're going to grease this thing up too. I'm going to pull this other drum off and inspect those brakes. I'm going to start pulling wheel cylinders today. And probably going to need some more stuff. Oh, no, he got a bow. That's what he got. Where'd you get the bow from? Kids. Yep. A little update of what's going on out here. We're supposed to get up to 50-mile-an-hour winds. Rained a little last night. We're just waiting for this to come in. The coast is really supposed to get hammered, so hopefully we don't get the brunt of it. All right, so let me get some stuff done in here, and I'll be back. All right, so I got the front. What did you just do? So anyway, I got yeah. Okay, so I just got the front wheel cylinder out of the 66, and there's the inside of the original wheel cylinder. It's a little rusty in there. It's greasy rust, but that wasn't coming out for sure, this bleeder, even if I did get these to work. But I'm sure the seals are compromised in them, so just get new ones. Why play the game? Because if they blow out, they contaminate the brakes. You lose your brakes and you could crash. We don't want to take that chance. Safety. It's one thing you can get. You're going to revive a car, especially something's been sitting. If it runs, make it run. Then you got to make it stop. Then you can make it go. I would make it stop before you make it go. So that's the key thing. But the key thing to make it run, we know it runs. Now we got to make it stop once we get it going. All right, so I have the rear one. That brake line's at isn't coming apart, that bleeder, so Maggie, you can't stand there, so come on, you're getting in the way. We're gonna pull these boots. Whoa, look at that. That wasn't gonna do anything. Maggie, you're getting this on your head. So that's pretty much, I don't want to dump it on the floor. Maggie's gonna think it's food. Oh, on the other side, has a little bit of fluid, but there's what it should look like new. So we have new ones ordered. It has a Wagner, no, oh, I'm sorry, I think it has a Bendix number on it, if I'm not mistaken. Bendix, yes. There's a Bendix number on it. Muffler delete 101. Maggie. Oh! Panzer decided to lay underneath there as all the crap came flying out when I was cutting it. Yo, look out, Maggie! She just got pelted. Yep, the mouse house is gone. Look at that mess. All right, so now we have a nice straight cut on the back side of that. I'm gonna put an adapter, and we're gonna do a single exhaust for now. Man, I'm surprised that didn't catch on fire. Well, we didn't have it run that long, but put an adapter on. I'm gonna put a Flowmaster or some nice free-flowing muffler in here and do 3-inch exhaust and go right out the side for now until he decides he's gonna get maybe duals put on it later. But for now, yeah, that'll work. All right, guys, it's Monday, and I got a box from Classic Industries, and of course the shipper, I guess it would be FedEx. Instead of moving it 10 inches underneath the overhang of my house, let's just lay it in the rain. Hanging out in the rain. Push it 10 more inches, all you had to go. Luckily it wasn't electronics. So, all right, so we got some stuff for the new shop truck. I got 2 new cab corners, and the dog's gonna try out the plastic. There should be. Oh, there he goes. Just ran off with the paper. Now he's gonna go make a mess, like children do. And then I have, that's the A-pillar piece. I wish they would drill these out and put the threaded pieces in there, but they didn't. Kind of dumb. Actually, this is all one piece. The other one's bolted in there. Let's go check that out. Oh, they didn't give you a good picture in there. All of them look all the same, so they're probably stamped by all the same foreign outfit, wherever. Let me see, made in. I think there, doggy. Oh, stop, doggy. Republic of China, made in Taiwan. All right, so I'm gonna go out there and test fit one of these and see what they look like, if I can. It is raining, but whatever. Panzer, what are you doing? You're a dork. Yeah, you're a dork. What do you think, Maggie? Your brother's weird, huh? Guess he likes Miller Lite boxes. They're hard ones to tear up, too. Alright guys, some stuff accomplished. The seat is out. And the tank is on its way. It's painted. The back window's in. I also took the door apart. So now the window, moved up all the tracks in it, rolls up and down nice. Alright, so Johnny's over here putting his new tank in that he painted green. Had to do a little modifying to it. But it's just a pain to get in.
Feel tight.
Yeah. We had to oblongata the holes. Like I say, you know, manufacturing aftermarket stuff isn't perfect, but that's what they adapt and overcome. Yeah. Yeah, put the new foam on the back side and had to oblong that out on all three, and now the bolt should go through. Beautiful.
What's that?
Half inch, I'll grab you a ratchet. this.
Not so pretty.
Yep.
Whatever.
Yeah, you're not gonna see. I know it's off green, but like I say, you put the seat in here, you'll never see it. It's a brand new tank,
Ninja
and it
Turtle
needed
tank.
it. Yeah, Ninja Turtle color. Yeah. Yep. Sweet.
You got a new fill neck.
You got the new filler neck. We got to put some clamps on it, and we got to get the sending unit. I think is on the thing. So let me grab that. Put the sending unit in.
Pretty.
Yeah, pretty. And they give you. Oh, use the rubber gasket. Don't use the cork ones. Cork ones like to squeeze out. I like the rubber ones better. And that's probably got different screws for it too.
I wonder where that one came from.
That probably came. See, they always send. Oh, with the tank, you get one with the tank, and you get one with the sending unit. They always do that. Yeah, that's fine. You'll have an extra one if it happens to leak in the screws or whatever.
Use these screws?
It's up to you. I'd rather use. I'd use this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like them better.
I was just saying because they're wider heads.
Yeah, it's up to you. Or you just use the rubber gasket. I like the rubber ones. They seem to last the longest.
Right.
You can use either one. It's totally up to you. It's your story. You're sticking to it.
Yeah. Throw all these lock washers on there.
Mm-hmm.
That filler neck's gonna be tight. You said you put double up clamps. He had clamps, but they were were actually like the diameter.
Yeah.
It was almost completely turned down on the screw, and I'm like, it's not gonna tighten it.
Yeah. Anybody who has ever bought some of that reinforced hose for hydraulics and stuff, that stuff is not cheap.
Yeah.
Not at all.
It's gnarly.
Yeah, it is. It's reinforced. It's for hydraulics and high pressure hoses, and these for radiators and also filler necks and stuff. Local hydraulic shop usually have that. If you go to a parts store, what was it for 3 feet? $80.
Yeah.
And minimal, you have to buy 3 feet.
Yeah.
There, what did he charge you for that?
15.
15. That's not bad.
Yeah.
So, to say it's not cheap stuff. So, and it only goes in one way. It's clocked. Yeah. So the holes all. Yeah. What do you call it? The holes only have one bolt pattern. Just for your information, all vehicles pretty much did that. So you don't have to put them backwards. You can put them one way or the other, and it just won't swing.
Yeah, you need to definitely have it going here.
Yep, absolutely.
Put it against the tank, you won't get nothing.
Mm-hmm. It's nice that sending it, it's all stainless too, which is nice. Yeah, so I got the battery cables out. I just got to cut this ground cable and see how chintzy these cables are. We're going to get some bigger cables for more horsepower, more amperage. Because these are pretty shot. That's ground, but we're going to clean that up, put a new lug on there, put new ends on it. Plus, these were a little short for the wide new battery, so we'll pick those up. Same place we got the hose from, Precision Hydraulics in Wrightstown. Yeah. Real good place. Got a little bit of everything, hydraulic stuff, make hoses, filters, you name it.
Yeah, they got
good place.
You got a lot of stuff.
Yeah. All right, so next on the agenda is to unbox this new radiator he got. So we have a new radiator here, and that's aluminum. Looks like somebody opened the box upside down. Yes. Oh no, you don't, Maggie. She wants to chew on the plastic and the foam. That's just not happening. That'll make a big mess, and then you'll be pooping foam all over the yard. So we have ourselves a nice new radiator. So the radiator is from. Where is the radiator? Where's the radiator from? Oh, just from Amazon? Okay, so. Alright, so we have a radiator here for this truck. Specific for this truck. It's from Amazon. And it has all the. Of course, we're manual, but I'll have to plug these off, but it does have provisions for automatic transmission cooler lines. It comes with the cap and all, so it's not a bad deal. I've dealt with these Amazon radiators before. How much was this thing?
Like $2
Yeah, it's not bad. 2 something, and it's got probably better than OE. So yeah. So let me see if the holes line up for the mounting, which they usually don't, and you have to end up drawing holes, but in the mounts. But it is what it is. I did it with my Ford. I think I got mine. I don't know if I got mine off Amazon or I got it from.
I think you said Amazon.
Yeah, I think I did, and it's probably the same one. So let's see if it fits. Okay, cool. All right, so we got this new radiator in now. I had bought one of these off of, it's Amazon, I believe, for my F100 over there. And yeah, it's a little bit different. Well, this one has bigger tanks on it. I must have ordered extra heavy duty, but I remember having to take the brackets and swap them around and have tabs welded on them so they fit this radiator support. That's exactly what this one's doing here. So we're gonna have to, I actually wish I could call the company and say, hey, put your radiator mounts on correctly. That has to be on that side but flipped around. So yeah, I'm gonna have to cut them off and get somebody to and fit it all, mark it. Probably gonna put tabs on it, maybe not. But flip them around and then have it really welded or heli-arced back to the radiator. So then we got to get a shorter fan spacer like I did on that truck, because that one's like 3.5 inches long, 4 inches long, and that one's like 2.5. So, and it's a wide blade fan. So getting there. John got the tank in and he painted the battery box, cleaned the top, or the one that goes on the floor. That's the top that goes on the floor over the battery box. He painted the, I don't know if you can see in there without the glare. I can't open the door, it's on the left. He painted the heater box, disinfected, cleaned and painted that, so it looks good. He got all the gaskets and seals for it. He had to get a different heater core because the heater core they gave him was little on the design side. It was a little bit small. Didn't fit in the box nicely, so yeah. Yeah, we're losing lots of leaves. So yeah, that's the story and I'm sticking to it. Right, Maggie? Where's your brother? All right, guys, so this video has gotten kind of long. I hope I didn't bore you with it. I know it was all about this truck, but I was just trying to figure people who are interested to see this stuff, you know, I kind of try not to burn you out on the same project all the time. I will get back to this in another video, like when we get this all buttoned up and ready to run and drive. I got to do exhaust on it yet. We got to put all the brake lines in, booster. I might do little clips on that, but very little. The big thing is in my life right now is, let me get you guys over here. The big thing in my life right now is me pulling anchor and getting out of New Jersey and going to North Carolina. I'm actually going to visit down there and look at some houses, and I got a couple picked out that I'm looking at. I've been approved and all that, and if it goes through, big changes around here. I have to finish up projects. First one is Chris's car from No Nonsense Know How. Second one is that Packard limo out there, and as for the shop truck, that's gonna have to go on hold. I'm gonna have to do something with that, bolt the cab on the frame. I don't know how, because when I start packing this stuff, this is going to just a whirlwind of craziness. I have so much stuff, you have no clue how much stuff I have to move. Everybody says, well, you should sell it or get rid of it. I can't buy that stuff again. All those parts, all these tools. I'm not going to do that. You pay triple the price now for the parts, stuff that I got for either free or cheap or bartered for or bought, you know? So, yeah, there's a lot here. Just take a look around. This here is just the front shop, or the back shop. There's still the front shop, and the trailer in the back. That's full of parts. I got lathes and drill presses and Bridgeports and jump shears, oh my, you know, lions and tigers and bears. I just got stuff. It's everywhere. I do have tons of boxes and crates and stuff to, you know, pack all this stuff in, but I am me. I don't have any help. You know, I don't have a significant other or whatever. It is what it is. And, you know, it is what it is. I'm excited for the move. Not going to be cheap. A lot of fuel, a lot of time, a lot of driving. What are you going to do? If you want something bad enough, you go after it. My plan is get something down there with a decent amount of acreage. I'm going to put up a big shop. I'm shooting for 100 by 80. If I can't do it, I can't do it. I can't survive in this. This is 30 by 50. I've outgrown it. Plus the front shop, outgrown everything. So it has to be a big shop, and I'm gonna modernize it. I wanna put a machine shop. I want a place for working on cars. I want a place just for hanging out. I want all this, just a place for everything. This has become so jammed up I can't do anything, so bless you. So that's my plan. I'm sticking to it, and there's just so much involved. You know, my head's already spinning for all the paperwork that I've signed to get pre-approvals and get ready to put my house up on the market, but I haven't done it yet. But I got to start somewhere. You know, my job already knows that I'm looking, so I'll go down and see my aunt and uncle. They're down there. I got a couple of friends. I'll spend a little time, couple days down there, see what I can find, and I got a lot of research to do. But meanwhile, let me shut my yap, and I want to thank you guys for all your support, watching, liking, subscribing, commenting. I really appreciate what you guys, you know, watching, you know, all that good stuff. You know, this wouldn't be possible. You know, I'm not a big time YouTuber. Maybe someday that'll happen. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get better content. If I go down there, there's lots of cars, there's lots of projects, there's lots of racetracks. Once I get settled in, just building the shop and putting things together is just going to be a whole phenomenal itself. Just putting it together. You know, I want people's input on how I should put stuff. You know, that'd be great. We'll get back on these projects and work on my stuff again. And then I got to build a little rapport, and maybe I'll get some friends or, you know, some people around that want their hot rods fixed. The car community's big down there, so that's about it. And I want to thank you guys for everything, and I guess I'll see you on the next video, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.